Oh man, so I'm gonna point out to y'all why internet narratives are so damn dangerous and how it's crazy that people just run with them. Now, I know y'all not celebrities or maybe celebrities. Some celebrities may be watching my channel. What up to you if you are? I know most of us aren't celebrities, so we don't really have to deal with these problems. But when it comes to like believing certain things out here that people say, you gotta understand that some people just be lying just to push whatever narrative that they want to push, and they use placeholders. These are celebrities' lives as placeholders to push whatever narrative that they want to push. So I'm gonna break down two stories that's going on and tell y'all an old story that you guys don't even know that's the truth about a narrative that's talked about almost every single damn day. And that's with Megan Good breaking up with the church boy, their marriage failing, and also it's some things about Future and Ciara that you guys have no idea about because the narrative has been pushed and lies have been going on without being checked. Smash like button, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Let's get right into it. So this post right here went on Twitter, sparked off a whole viral thing that Megan Good even had to step in her damn self and clear shit up. So this was posted about the former couple Megan Good and Devin Franklin. You know, they had a divorce last year, and this person said a lot of women don't really want to live that old school traditional lifestyle for real. It's too boring, it's too routine. The hoes is having all the fun. So they're showing the juxtaposition of her in her marriage and her single, you feel me, showing a little more skin. Now I started because of this situation where Ciara and Russell, I didn't even want to cover the situation because like, okay, beating a dead horse, but I don't know. But it says before he married her, she portrayed the Christian traditional wife. After he put a ring on her and some babies in her, the Christian stay-at-home, modest, off the scene life got boring to her. So lately she been going back to her old ways. The modest woman lifestyle is just not as fun. In response to the post about Megan Good and Devin Franklin, this guy right here puts, when referring to old school traditional lifestyle, are you talking about her clothing or him cheating? Now everybody like, what? The pastor was cheating? So this dude says that's why the word is, or that's what the word is. And he also says her, that's why they divorced. So this guy right here responds saying, with zero proof of anything, you slandering that man, gossiping like an old lady. And from what I did see it, homie, this is a straight black man. He's a straight black man. I don't know why he decided to go ahead and move like that, but this right here got over 1 million views, 19,000 likes. So people's running with this like it was law. So this woman today says this morning. So Megan Good literally stayed celibate up until marriage, was a church woman who married a so-called church man who then cheated on her, so they got divorced, and now she's a hoe because she dyed her hair blonde and put on a dress. Like, what the fuck do y'all even be talking about? Now, just from these narrative that's created by these two sides, now men and women are going to be warring about these two online. Man, listen, I respect Megan Good for this right here, because someone didn't do this. I'm gonna tell y'all about that later, but I respect Megan Good for this right here. Megan Good came into the comment section and said this right here: Jesus love you, Megan. This world will pass and fame too. Come back to God and your hubby. She says, I will never leave God, and I also didn't leave my husband. Be blessed. So she says she never left the man. I guess he must have left her or whatever like that. And this person says, put God first, and they were cheating. It's the blind leading the blind. And Megan Good says, nobody cheated. LOL, how do you all come up with this stuff? And so she's laughing because everyone just coming up with this narrative. So she laughing at it. This person says, I believe maybe she didn't want kids and he did, and probably other things that played into, and they realized moving forward, they're not on the same page, but they still have love and respect for each other. I feel she showed a bit of it at the end of Harlem. Art imitating life, allegedly. She says, LOL, no, I want kids. Camille is a wonderful character that I enjoy playing. There's pieces of me in her, but that is not one. I appreciate the allegedly. LOL, be blessed. So this is what she had to say as well when speaking about just her life, you know.
For you, I saw you at the Black Excellence Brunch on Sunday, and you talked a lot about, you know, playing a 10-year-old and family and support, but you also talked about something that really touched me, and that was about divorce and reinventing yourself after divorce and really getting back into that. So what advice would you have for those people like myself or like others who might be going through a divorce or finalizing a divorce or done with their divorce and are really trying to reinvent themselves?
Yeah, I would say you really got to trust God, you know. At the end of the day, these things don't happen because God makes them happen. It happens because people have free will and they make choices. But at the end of the day, you have to trust that God's going to bring you through it. And if he's allowed it, then he's got a plan. And you got to get excited about the plan. Even if you're hurting and you're still healing or whatever may be the process, you just got to trust that what he has for you is incredible. You got to like reset your mind. Everything is about perspective. I choose to see this as my next act in life. I choose to say, all right, Lord, what do you have for me next? I'm just going to get excited about that.
So once again, I want to say shout out to Megan Good for coming up and clearing up the rooms. Like saying nobody cheated. So you don't have to bash me and him for cheating because that's not our issues. And then whatever issue that they did have, that's up to them to discuss. It would be silly of us to continue to try to go ahead and use them as placeholders to start any type of arguments. I know in the past I've made content that I'm not too proud of by carelessly getting caught up into the same things and pushing narratives by using celebrities as placeholders. Now, if all facts come out and the facts are the facts, then fair game. We're going to have a discussion that we need to have and use them to relate to our lives however we can, you know, just for discussion. But just to straight up create narratives based off of lies, that's not cool. We can't do that. We can't do that. That's not fair. So one more time, I'm going to go ahead and say shout out to Megan Good for clearing that up, and we're going to get to somebody that did not clear up bullshit and let narratives go on to this day. And that is Ciara. Now, when Ciara broke up with Future, everyone was on Future head saying he's a cheater, he cheated, they broke up because he cheated. If you guys don't know, around that time, Ciara wasn't speaking that much. They were really quiet around the breakup. It was quiet, but the assumptions flew. And then she finally got with Russell Wilson and things proceeded from that point, you feel me? But we didn't really hear Future side until he did an interview with Mark Lamont Hill for Huffington Post. And I'm telling y'all, it's damn near wiped off of the internet, dog. I've been trying to find clips of this interview for almost a year to prove this point because it caught me by surprise that Ciara would do some shit like this. But what if I would tell y'all that Ciara and Future did not break up because of Future cheating on Ciara? And what if I told y'all that it was actually Future who was ready to get married? And what if I told y'all that it was actually Future who called off the engagement? And over the years, the narrative has continued that, oh, she ain't want him because he did her so dirty. He did her so dirty. Future has been getting beat up and trashed in the public eye because people believe that he did Ciara so dirty, and now Ciara's going to be able to go ahead and move on with her life with her Prince Charming that she loved. The man is finally treating her right. What if I told y'all that shit was all cap?
Most of us have only heard Ciara's sort of take on it. In your estimation,
she never said nothing about it.
No, but I mean in terms of leading up to it, talking about, I'm excited, I'm gonna have this baby, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then suddenly, you know, the world was left wondering what happened, you know, and
everybody already had their speculations of what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I
see a lot of people say, man, he cheated, because I feel like 95% of relationships end with cheating.
Yeah.
But me and her relationship had nothing to do with cheating.
Well, what was it about?
I feel like we were just growing away from each other, and we grew apart.
You telling me you falling out of love with me. Hope you can find someone to love you better than I did.
Do those lyrics in that video that features a couple that looks like Ciara and Russell Wilson make more sense to you now? Let's continue.
It's just so much dealing with when you're in a relationship and you the man, you want to make certain decisions for yourself, and she want to make certain decisions. And I feel like the best route for me is to make more music, to go back to Atlanta and go back to my roots, to do what I feel good for my family. Like when you're a man, you want to make the decisions for your family, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the lady don't see what you see, you feel me? So I feel like that was a hard situation, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it wasn't about that. Like, the engagement was being called off. I called it off way before any cheating rumors ever came out.
Yeah.
The engagement was already out.
Future explained that he genuinely wanted to marry Ciara, but she was interested in having a Hollywood fairy tale wedding, while he was only interested in having an intimate wedding with just family and hood people. She didn't say cool, but she wasn't too mad because I explained it to her how it was. I was like, I'll marry you today. You want to get married? Let's get married. But I'm not getting married with all these different people in my wedding. My family have to be there. I'm from the hood. Hood people going to be there. It might be the people that you don't like that's going to be there, but I know they love me. They got my best interest. I don't want nobody from the industry there. I don't want the media there. You know how girls have their fairy tale weddings. This how they pick it. So you see, Future and Ciara had differences as far as like what they wanted their life to be, the outcome of their life, how they wanted to live life. They were on two different pages. He probably was way more strict than Russell Wilson in a lot of different ways. Now, albeit Future doesn't have a Christian base, so it'll probably make more sense with her dressing certain type of ways with Future. But everybody knows it looks like Ciara is running all over Russell Wilson. Because based on the standards that he advertised as far as Russell Wilson, based on the standards, the godly standards, the Christian-like standards that he's advertised that's in the forefront of their marriage, it don't look like they're following those things when it comes to anything related to her. It's like for her, they bend those rules. From what Future is saying, the reason they broke up is because it came to a point that he didn't want to bend anymore for her. He wanted to get back to doing things for him. That's one point. And another point is going back on, they didn't end because of cheating. Now, when has Ciara ever said this? She never said this. She never cleared this up. She let everything else flow about him being this horrible, cheating guy because the narrative played in her interest. It played to make her fairy tale with Russell Wilson, this total opposite guy, even more of a better story. Ciara 5 for that, man. Now, with this information that I'm giving y'all, I'm really interested in hearing what y'all got to say in the comment section below. I hope y'all waited to the end of this video to get all this information I'm giving y'all, because I know it's not everyone that was like lucky for me to be able to be sitting on my TV within the past 10 years, because a lot of people don't watch TV anymore. I believe it probably was on Revolt, whatever, but I was watching Huffington Post. However, I don't know why. I don't know how. And I seen this damn interview, and I'm glad I seen it, because I know a lot of people have never heard Future's perspective on why they broke up, and he did not cheat on Ciara. And Ciara just let that shit just slide, man. Shit crazy. Shit crazy. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm interested. I'm really hyped to see what y'all got to say, man. It's your boy Stacy. Yo.